Rural landscapes are land areas that are not densely populated or intensively developed. These areas are not set aside for preservation in a natural state. There is a great diversity of rural landscapes around the world, such as cropland, forests, deserts, swamps, grasslands, pastures, rivers, and lakes. These landscapes are also heritage sites that represent cultures and cultural traditions. They provide multiple economic and social benefits, multifunctionality, cultural support, and ecosystem services. As the human population increases, so do the demands for resources from rural landscapes. But people aren't the only ones who rely on services from rural lands. These landscapes are dynamic living systems, and the demand from people must not deplete the needs of other organisms and ecosystem services. Rural landscapes in the United States are being threatened due to increasing population, sprawling cities and low-density residential development, climate change, pollution, non-sustainable resource mining, and industrial agriculture. After World War II, agriculture transformed due to new technology, mechanization, increased chemical use, and government policy that promotes maximum production. Industrial agriculture has many negative impacts. Today, a much-needed shift is taking place from industrial agriculture to regenerative, smaller farming systems. Regenerative agriculture is based on 5 principles: minimize soil disturbance, maximize crop diversity, keep the soil covered, maintain living roots year-round, and integrates livestock. The market garden concept goes a step further by emphasizing the small farmer that sells directly to consumers and chefs and advocating for maximum biodiverse yields on minimum amounts of land. Over half of the United States land area is in agricultural use, and 93% of those agrarian lands are privately owned, with 56% being farmer-owned and operated. This means that private farm landowners significantly influence the United States land management and play a key role in local, national, and global sustainability. The Brandt family is just one family of many families and individuals who fall under this category. This site design capstone project, the Brandt Family Farm, will act as a regenerative market farm model. The site design is based on a system of sustainable farmland uses and techniques that can be applied to any site, but simultaneously is entirely unique to the client and site conditions. This is because no landscape or person is the same, and design decisions should be a response to the site conditions and stakeholders. Nevertheless, the site design is a model of design theory that can inspire present and future farmland owners and operators. Lucy and Stan Brandt live in Cross Anchor, South Carolina. The main property is 17 acres, but they also own the house across the street where their son Will lives, and Stan's mom Polly lives next door. Cross Anchor is a rural yet very connected town. It is within a 2-hour drive of 6 significant cities. With so many growing cities in and near upstate South Carolina, sprawl threatens not only the rural landscape, but the historic infrastructure in the area as well. According to predictions from the American Farmland Trust, if current development trends continue, much of Cross Anchor's farmland and forest land will be lost to development by 2040. Upstate South Carolina has so much design, history, and historic homes. But with the threat of low-density residential development, how can this design and architectural heritage be preserved? Of course, some structures and homes can be museums, which have already been significantly executed in the area. But how many museums can there be? And some old buildings are beautiful, but not significant enough to even be a museum. Previously, the Brandts lived in Charleston, South Carolina, but Stan had roots in Cross Anchor and wanted to get out of the city, just like many others do. But instead of moving into a new home or demolishing an old one, the Brandts restored a historic home. The house has origins dating back to the early 19th century, but has been renovated and expanded on over time. The most recent renovation was by the Brandts, who restored it to its original integrity while still making it comfortable for the modern-day family. The Brandts are an example of how people can move to rural landscapes and still protect the land and architectural heritage. The Brandt Family Farm project goals are sustainable agriculture, historic preservation, and ecological restoration, all while ensuring a high quality of life and generating an income off the land. These goals will be achieved by including a profitable regenerative market garden, orchard, and food forest, establishing and integrating habitat restoration areas, utilizing native plants throughout, including a classical American home garden design, and creating opportunities for agrotourism. Stan Brandt is the primary client, as the site is his property and passion. His primary goal is to be self-sufficient so that his family can live entirely off the land if needed. Stan starts his day at 5 a.m. and watches wildlife while drinking his coffee. He values the natural ecology and wants to do his part to provide habitat that's been lost. Stan's wife Lucy is a master gardener. She will require areas to pursue her gardening hobby, and she will manage the home's ornamental gardens. Their son Will is also very passionate about sustainability and living off the land. He will significantly contribute to the site's management and production and will continue the site's legacy into the next generation. The project deliverables are a site master plan with graphic representation, a site management plan, a planting palette, and an educational brochure for outreach to other inspiring small farmers. The design will make a significant impact economically, socially, and environmentally, on a site level and a local level. And if broadly adapted by a wave of small farmers, it could transform rural landscapes as a whole to be healthy ecosystems for all life.